Hi there, this is Anna Stropnik coming to you live from Jacksonville. So I'm here today. We just arrived a few hours ago. I have a company convention tomorrow morning, so we are here all hyped up, ready to go. Really exciting. So this is our scenery for today and tomorrow. I don't think I will be using much of this pool. We have another one here indoors as well. But yeah, that should be fun for Jack and Boris. So if this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik. I help people get healthy, live longer, better, have more energy, less pain, better sleep, and I also help them reach their time and financial freedom. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about some struggles that you may find in your home-based business. So what are some of the struggles that you're going through when building your business? So when you're brand new in this business, you kind of are full of enthusiasm, full of excitement. You're ready to go, ready to approach the world about your opportunity, about the great product you have. And then what happens? Like 9 out of 10 people will say no to you. They will reject you. They will make fun of you, and you're like, oh, I'm just not cut out for this. And lots of people at that point will just stop and give up. So hi there. So this is what usually happens, is we get to that rejection, we get to that no, we get to ridicule, and that really gets to us. So one thing I wanted to talk to you about today is like lots of people will need approval when they're deciding to do something that is really like clearly just their decision. They should just go ahead and do it. They still seek approval from their friends, from their family. They will go around and ask people if they should do something, if they should like join, if this is right for them. And what will happen most of the time is these same people will want to keep you there, and they will want to they will actually want you not to do it. So they will give you all the excuses why not to do it. So don't fall for that first trap. I mean, you should be able to make your own decisions, and you know what is right for you. So don't let anyone else tell you what is right for you, okay? So lots of times people who are seeking acceptance and approval will not make it in this business. So it's really important that when you decide, when you sign that paper, when you join, when you say yes, that you will actually decide that it doesn't matter what people say. If everybody around you says no to you, it's okay. I know somebody who had made like $1 million business, and all of her friends and all of her family told her no. That's my leader, Tara Wilson. So it doesn't matter what they think. You know, it's not their life, it's your life. So definitely don't fall into that trap. So when I first started in this business, I said yes to the opportunity. I was like super excited and full of enthusiasm like everyone else. And but what my problem was, I was like, yeah, I always wanted to have my own business, home-based business, even better, because that allows me to spend time with my family. But when my problem was, I asked myself, how am I going to do this? Because I knew myself, I'm very like conservative and shy person. It's not like natural to me to just come and approach people and talk to them about stuff. So it's just not me. So it is something that I had to overcome and learn. And the good thing is that I approached it like that. How am I going to do this? Rather than I can't. Because like if you decide to do something and then you say to yourself you can't, you've lost already. So instead of that, just asking how I can do this, it's always a better way. So that's what I did, and I thought about it, and I found my ways, and it gets easier and easier, and I pretty much talk to everybody I know, and now I'm talking to people who I never met, and I never thought that was going to be something natural to me now, to just start making friends with people that I don't know. So it's really, really cool, and I actually really enjoy that. I enjoy making new friends. I enjoy creating new relationships, and seeing maybe different struggles and different achievements some of these people are having. So not necessarily that we are together in the same business, but it's just became a second nature to me now to reach out to new people every single day. So you definitely overcome this. And now another thing that I found was a little bit shocking to me was so people who I approached in my first weeks of starting my business was people who I knew that were in some kind of trouble, either financial or with their health or with someone. So my motive was to help them. I'm like, okay, I just heard about this, I found something new, I really want to help you. So but then I was shocked to see how many people are ready to complain, talk about their problems for days, hours, months, but when it comes to solving the problem, they're not ready to do it. So, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not up to you. The best you can do is offer a solution if you have one. It would be really selfish not to. So if you come across a better way on how you can overcome a certain obstacle in life, it's really your obligation to share it with someone. But it's up to them if they say yes and no, because they're actually saying no to the opportunity, not to you personally. So don't take these things personally. And then when I first started also, I didn't know much about this business. I thought I knew a couple of people that were doing home-based business, and my perception of them was kind of okay, these are people chasers. They every time they see you, they're gonna be pitching you their business, and I often experience that. I'm sure everyone has, and that may be the reason why we think bad about this industry, about this profession, is because we met people who were doing it unprofessionally. So that was one thing. And the other thing, sometimes people get, they get invited to a home party, pool party, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, part of this party, we're going to be talking about this great opportunity. So people get tricked into coming just because, so they don't say no when it's oh yeah, it's a business opportunity, or they'll say forget about it. So they trick people into coming, and I was tricked once, and I wasn't happy about that, and that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and that was more than 15 years ago. So that's things that leave trace in your perception of this profession. So I was in my 20s, maybe 21, 22, whatever. I was working on cruise ships, and I came back home on a vacation. So my mom's friend was like, oh, your daughter, she's in a beauty industry, she's an esthetician, I have something for her that she will absolutely love. So did you ever find that some people will totally exaggerate their opportunity, and something it's the best thing next to sliced bread? And I was I'm always skeptical when somebody's all over the place about something. And of course then I went and I found out what it was, and being a skincare expert, it wasn't really something that I was gonna jump into without like doing a proper research and seeing what this is all about, and it wasn't that great. So yeah, I just had like a bad taste in my mouth. So there's lots of people that come and approach people unprofessionally, unfortunately. So what my decision was, after I watched, like very early on when I started watching Eric Worre, and you know that he is network marketing guru, and I read his book, and his main thing was, for things to get better, you need to get better. For things to improve, you need to improve. So instead of complaining about how things are hard and how things are not going well for you, you need to be improving your skills. So his decision when he decided to become a professional, to learn everything there is to learn, to be to exceed everyone that is average, to be actual expert in every aspect of this work, is when he found his success. So that's my thing, is I want to learn that. I want to be a professional when it comes to this business. I don't want to be, I mean, I don't really care, like, you know, what people talk behind my back. It's lots of the times, like I said, it's the opportunity, it's not you. But, you know, it's okay. On the way to success, you have to create some haters. You know, it's not going to be like, you know, oh, everybody's going to love me. Then you will not succeed in anything. You know, you have to have those haters. You're just one step closer to where you need to be. So that's always good. So another thing, I was in a webinar last night from Ray Higdon, and he was talking about this. So his title of the webinar was how to become a six-figure earner. But for the beginning of the seminar was talking about this acceptance, like people who seek acceptance and approval from their friends and family and everybody else, that if they do not overcome that, they will never make it, they will never be successful. Now the other thing is, what he said was, there's a P versus P, which is possibility versus probability. So in network marketing, probability is very low, but possibility is very high. So what that means is, like, is it probable that you are going to become a six-figure earner? It's not very probable, but is it possible? Yes, it is. But when you look at, let's say you are, I don't know, a massage therapist, so you are looking into, is it probable that you will be making whatever, you know, 5-figure a year income? Yes, it's probable. But is it possible for you to achieve time freedom and become a 6- and 7-figure earner? It's possible, and have time freedom as well with that. It's possible. It's very, very, very hard. So those are the things that we have to understand. So possibility versus probability, and also we need to let go of that, people like accepting us or not accepting us. So he had somebody like giving him like mad faces, and like somebody hating on him, and, you know, come on, let's get to the content. This webinar was supposed to be about becoming a 6-figure earner. What are you talking about? You know, I usually love your... So he was going on hating, but he was the one that didn't get the point of this. It's like, if you do not overcome that, you will never be a 6-figure earner. So really, really powerful. I really enjoyed that last night. So I want to talk to you a little bit about like what my tips are for you today. So my first tip is, when you're looking and when you're talking to people, look who is open to look at the opportunity. So don't like try to convince somebody, just look who is open. And on, you know, there's plenty of people who are on their knees waiting for you to come and to approach them about what you have. So you are very valuable, you know, so don't, you know, don't chase people. You know, just ask a simple question: Are you open or not? And that's it. The second tip, like usually, what like lots of unprofessionals will do is they will go and follow up with the prospect for like 4, 5, 6 times until they get a definite no. So have you heard about that? Like, okay, you know, I'm gonna like talk to them until I get the no. But especially if you're talking to your friends and family, you're often not going to get a definite no. You will get no, but that no is going to be in quotes. So it's not necessarily going to be N-O. It could be something, oh, you know, I'm just not ready to deal with that problem right now. So they will come up with an excuse. And that excuse is no. So don't go there anymore. It's not, you know, it's not an obstacle, something that you need to overcome. It's just go and talk to someone else. So that's that. That's that no. And then my last tip is just there's people everywhere looking for opportunity, looking for something valuable that you have. So all we need to do is open our mouth and just talk to everyone. It's our obligation. It's what we're what our purpose is to talk to everyone and just like basically see who is open, who is looking for something. So something that I know I would feel terrible not to share with others. So well, I hope you enjoyed this. I will be coming back to you live tomorrow with some really cool new information on what I found out after my convention in the morning. So stay tuned and like personal message me. I would love to have conversations. So I will talk to you tomorrow again. Bye bye.